2, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Chiefs coming up next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Again, everybody, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. It was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll start with the option. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And hold everything here because DJ Chark, after that last play, went down, and he's yet to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep...
Touchdown, Detroit! It's their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a complete pass. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Going up top. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but they'll run on first down. Swift, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team with 2 more quarters to come. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the third. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, some strong running. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They go play fake. Mahomes completes it to Hardman.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nico Hardman, 50 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Dancing away at the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On the option to give to Swift here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Lions down by 7. 2:10 on the clock. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2nd and 13. Looking middle, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Escaping the pressure right. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such... time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.